I don't know if you can hear that sizzling, but welcome. Our favorite chef, Steven Gonzalez with HB Cooking Connection, is here with us, trying to keep us warm in the studio and also in our tummies.
Yes, it's what, in the 30s or something like that right now?
In the 30s right now, yeah, in Odessa.
My goodness.
Wow.
So yeah, this is the time of year that we need to stay nice and warm. Who would have thought, you know, it's February, still cold. Yeah. So we've got our Cookwell & Company soups. They are on sale too for $12. By themselves are $8. So for an extra $4, you know, get a second one. You know, there's 4 different flavors to pick and choose from: tomato basil, tortilla, hatch tortilla, and our cheese enchilada soup. So we're going to do a couple of quick, easy recipes because, of course, you know, Friday, you get home from work, you don't want to do a whole lot. We're going to keep it really simple. So to start, we are getting a little bit of some sourdough bread. And what we're doing is we're just toasting that with a little bit of some butter, because what we're going to do is we're going to put that with our tomato basil soup. Now, the tomato basil soup, don't really mess with. Just heat it up right out of the jar. That's how good it is, you know. If you want to add a little bit of some cream to it, make like a bisque, if you will. Very, very simple, you know. You can make it heartier and add a little bit of some Italian sausage. But for today's purposes, grilled cheese, tomato basil soup, that's all you really need.
And kid-friendly.
Exactly. That's the best part. So, of course, what kid doesn't like to mess with grilled cheese sandwiches? Am I right?
Oh, yeah, and dipping it also in your tomato soup.
Oh, yeah, that helps out quite a bit. So we're just getting a quick little toast on our bread. And then you can put any kind of cheese that you want, traditionally American cheese, things like that. But, you know, for the kid and us adults, we're going to do a little bit of some sliced mozzarella cheese. And all we're going to do is just let that get nice and toasty and just let it melt. Now, if you all remember last week, we've been talking about truffles. I did put a little bit of that rosemary, truffle, salt right into the sandwich. So it's going to complement it very well. The other thing that we're always a big fan of is our simple, easy enchilada casserole. So we've done those quite a bit here on the news, but I've talked about it briefly. So what we're going to do, I don't know in this other pan if you can see it or not, but we've been cooking up a little bit of some ground beef, some onions, a little bit of some jalapenos, and just letting that kind of go. Normally, I like to use chicken, but I figured, you know what? Let's try something different.
Delicious, Chef Steven.
This is one of those things where, for example, the casserole is about 4 items. You can add other things to it, put your own little twist on it. But instead of hand rolling every single enchilada...
That's a lot of time.
Oh, yeah. We're going to cut our tortillas up in little squares. We're going to heat that all up. And we're going to add a little bit of some cheese, our cheese enchilada soup. Yes. It's going to be nice and thick. And it's just going to be very, very delicious. And the last thing that we're missing is just a little bit of our shredded cheese. Now, this is one that you could do in the oven. You could do it on the stovetop, kind of like we're doing today. Something fast and simple. If you do it on the stovetop, it'll probably take about like 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that's nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. If you do it in the oven, it'll take probably about 30 minutes.
I like that. And a part of me still kind of wants to be near an oven right now.
I know.
These temperatures, Derek,
It's just so cold.
what's it like outside? You'll do weather, I'll eat.
Well,